Today, I wanted to talk about trust and authenticity. These are the two buzzwords in the marketing and even in the industry, right? Building authentic brand, trustworthy brand. I don't consider these as buzzwords. There is a reality behind it. But how do you build trust and authenticity? I used to think a lot about it, and today I wanted to talk to you more about trust building and authentic brand building, or even in general, right? In general, about trust and authenticity. I've created a model called the 3 dimensions of trust, and I'm going to share about it. So the first element of trust is nothing but your intent, right? When I say intent, it means your motives, your value system. It's all about the thinking aspect, right? This is one element of trust, right? And the second element is the communication. I'll explain all these things. Intent, communication, and the other key aspect is behavior. These 3 elements form a trust. For example, in my home, let's say, between me and my wife, I'm trying to build a good relationship with her, and I have this positive intent, right? And then I communicate this with my wife. I'm saying something like, I want to build a good relationship with you. I want to be a loving husband to you, right? And then if I don't act, for example, if I frequently spend my weekends on my work and don't accompany her for some of her works, if I'm not emotionally available to her, even though I have the right intent and communicated to her properly about that, even if I'm not showing my behavior, if my behavior is not aligned with my intent and communication, the trust is lost, authenticity is lost, right? So how many times we communicate something about our intent? I'm going to do this, I'm going to improve my health, right? I'm going to stop smoking, right? That's my intent, and I communicate that with my group of friends or even family members, but behavior doesn't match, right? I don't take any concrete steps to stop smoking. I still keep on doing the same behavior. So you lose trust, you lose authenticity. The same applies to brand management also. Let's take a company, for example. If you're running a company, and if you have intent to become a customer-centric company, right? That's the most frequently used buzzword, right? Become a customer-centric company. That's your intent. That's your motive, right? And you keep on communicating that in your website, in your brochures, and even you spend a lot of money advertising it to the market. But when customer comes and interact with your brand, they don't see any visible behavior towards your intent and communication about being a customer-centric brand. They don't get your stores are not opened on time, your staffs are not friendly, and they don't get refunds on time, and your product has a lot of defects which your back-end customer support team is not solving. So that's the behavior. So when I see trust and authenticity, I see these 3 things interlinked. You have a right intent, motive, and you communicate, and if it matches with your behavior, nothing like it. You build a trustworthy brand, company brand, or even your personal brand, right? Even in social media, we talk about a lot of things about our work, what we do, we create a lot of content, but does it match with the behavior? If people reach out to us, Do they feel confident about our work? That really builds trust. So usually how I think trust building is, you start with intent, then directly jump onto the behavioral aspect. It means if you're running a company, before even think of communicating it, build proper culture, processes, systems which deliver your promise. If you're a personal brand, you could even think about delivering your service to your customer, few customers, build trust, and then slowly come to this storytelling and communication part, right? So that you close this loop of intent, communication, and behavior. If you sequence it properly, like I said, intent, have a right intent, then jump onto the behavior, exhibit that behavior to your customers, right? Not just that, even your employees will gain confidence if you built a proper behavioral system inside the company, right? They take you seriously as a business owner or entrepreneur. They think that this man wants to really do something, and they also have this confidence around the brand promise which you give as a customer. So this is what I wanted to share. Keep the focus on these three aspects of trust building: intent, behavior, then communication.